Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, featuring the next team that is around the corner, being this absolute A-Force. This is going to be the new version of the A-Force team. There's actually some reworks done to some previous characters, in addition to some new members that we're going to be getting our hands on. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. For those of you wondering what this team is going to be mainly functioning in, it is going to be an Alliance War Specialist, so they're intended for war, but they're also going to be capable of shutting down any team not employing the services of Odin or Mephisto. So that means, yeah, this team could very well counter Apocalypse, Super Skrull, even outside of war, and that's where their value is going to be. Although they're obviously going to shine in war, they're designed to counter those characters specifically. So for that reason, definitely an important team that we want to be considering to build. So you can see just the full team here. They do list it, so it includes Kahhori from the What If series, as well as Miss Marvel Classic, as well as Medusa, and the reworks to Wasp and Ironheart. So pretty massive, guys, pretty massive. There's no legendary, mythic, or epic characters with this team, but they're very, very powerful. So not to get into the spoiler alert here, I do like to go through quickly the snapshot of their kit overall. So this is the first one. Kahhori is a controller for Absolute A-Force. She's going to be specializing in the speed around the battlefield, flipping effects, incapacitating enemies who have exposed. So that's where that a Super Skrull counter could be. Her basic, special, and passive all apply exposure as well, and on top of that, her basic is especially powerful. If her target doesn't have any positive effects, she'll apply exposure, and if the target already has exposed, she applies blind. So this is where it can heavily hit obviously an enemy team for that. This, in addition to drain, piercing, and when enemies do have exposure, Kahhori's passive does set up enemies for the rest of their team by lowering the revive chance by 100%, so they won't be able to come back alive. Additionally, in war, Expose prevents enemies from filling up speed bar for themselves, making it so that the enemies can't gain speed, or can't gain stealth or charge, and as well as barrier, and have their assist chance also getting lowered. So pretty massive, guys, pretty massive character. She's going to definitely be a forefront for this team. Moving on to the next character here, being Miss Marvel Classic. Her summary is she is going to be the main support, in my opinion, for the team, and she does offer a lot of sustain. She has that protective nature, similar to what we've seen with the other variants of Miss Marvels. So that's no surprise there. She's also going to be gaining the enemy's attention through the way of attack, so that means she's probably going to have some sort of taunt mechanic. You can see thrives on her charge mechanic. If someone attacks her when she has charge, Miss Marvel Classic is going to heal herself. Absolute A-Force is also going to flip bleeds and clear negative effects at the same time. And then as well, at the start of any enemy character's turn, including themselves, if she has charge, she gains taunt, making enemy flips and clears a fleeting concern. So while she has that charge mechanic, she can't gain trauma, heal, block, disruption, defense down. Pretty massive. And then when she does lose her charge, she also loses the taunt before clearing all the negative effects and applying a fresh application of positive effects. So pretty massive. She's going to be a pretty notable tank, and I like how her speed is decent. You know, Hero Cosmic Bio support for this Absolute A-Force. Pretty massive, guys. So these characters are the newer and better characters coming out now. Statistically, are just obviously set above the bar, so no surprise they're going to be top tier. Now, this is a huge surprise though. Medusa is also joining us as part of this mixture of team, and remember, she is the wife of Black Bolt, right? She's the queen of Adelan. So it's interesting in the future here if we're possibly going to be seeing maybe some changes to the Inhumans. But either way, she rules the battlefield as a damage dealing brawler. All of her attacks hit for piercing, while her special and ultimate deny a dead enemy of being revived, so they're not going to be able to come back. Her passive makes prevents enemies from spawning with evasion or death proof, and in war specifically, she causes enemies to deal less damage, and they can't either spawn with defense up or speed either. So specifically targeting protectors and blasters, denying them of the charges, and as well making sure that they can't have safeguard as well. This is notable, guys. This 3-piece is going to be absolutely dangerous, especially in opposing teams. For her classification, she is that Hero Global Bio Brawler stat. And then aside from that, in case you guys missed this as well, Wasp and Ironheart obviously being part of this team means they're going to be getting massive revisions here, as we've seen kind of with the past teams that have been released, right? Looks like key updates include obviously some big boost to stats, Ironheart stands out defense up to absolute 8 force. Her ultimate deals now more damage. Wasp's attacks also sting extra hard. Her new charge mechanic combined with increased damage make her a key to actually even countering the meta of Old Man Logan. So pretty massive, guys. It's gonna be interesting to see how these enemies get revised with these characters, because it's gonna make obviously the PvE content even more difficult. So just a sample here of what you'll be seeing statistically. 500+% of health, damage, armor, focus, resistance. Ironheart's a dated character, so I'm not surprised to see those upgrades respectively. And then similar boat with Wasp. More notably here for Wasp's HP. Otherwise, damage, armor, focus, resistance, all north of 200% plus. What was more interesting too is they do still create opportunities here for theory crafting. So there were a few revisions here to Photon. Photon's probably one of the newest A-Force characters, but they did actually decide to remove her bonus that she was giving to A-Force allies, and instead, now that she's been revised a bit, they're directly into the base stats there. So duly noted. Just some revisions to obviously make it still relevant. And as well, Captain Marvel and Nico Minoru, as well as Spider Woman, also gaining some slight buffs to HP and damage to make them relevant, as well as having that synergy. And sorry, I missed Jessica Jones here as well. So, yeah, that's it, guys. So this is the new A-Force team variant that's coming, called Absolute A-Force. Definitely an exciting team. With this announcement, then, we'll probably start seeing their offers and red stars in the coming weeks following the Shadow King release. And obviously, I would suspect it's probably going to be a week or two after that we can start seeing these characters coming into the game, but as well, obviously, an opportunity to, to dabble in shards or obviously pay for the offers if you're interested in that. But either way, they're going to be featured for the next month of December here. But yeah, that is the update in the meantime, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I know we were also expecting some sort of an X-Men team, so it seems likely that it's going to get announced maybe next month, which means January will likely be when this New Mutant raid team comes, if they are going to be replacing Extreme X-Men in the raid scene. Hopefully this is helpful. Thank you for your time as always, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.